G'day guys, Gooks here on another beautiful morning. And how's life living in the jungle? By my tone, I guess you think I'm going to rant, and you're fucking well right. Why is everybody investing in the idea of social politics in the sense of groups, right? We want to have everybody has to belong to a group. Where has the individualism gone in our fucking culture? One of the things that makes me proud to live in the West is the fact that I'm not judged and shouldn't be judged on any particular arbitrary function. But I'm me, right? That's what's important here. I'm me, and you're you. That's important. And yet we're all seeming sort of jumping into these groups, and I'm guilty of this too. I sort of went, oh well, I'm a bit of a classical liberal. I believe some of the stuff conservatives have to say, like fiscal policy and things like this. Capitalism. I love capitalism. I think capitalism's great. So that's a sort of conservative tendency. I've got some progressive tendencies. I have no problems with homosexual marriage whatsoever. And there's a few other things on the progressive side that I don't care about. Just literally, it's just not an issue. But this idea that we all have to belong to a group, and then you're judged, not as an individual, but by the group you belong to. And some of this is arbitrary. Arbitrary. It's like we're back in Jim Crow. And it's segregation. That's what it's like right now. Or white Australia policy or some crap. Aboriginals over in one corner, whites in the other corner, Asians in the other corner. Well, now we have to segregate you again. Are you an Asian woman? Well, you go to this side, and then if you're an African man, you go to that side. If you're an Aboriginal woman, you go to this side. If you're a white man, you go over here. Well, now we have to break you up again. Okay, are you conservative? So you break up into those little groups, and you get all these little identitarian groups. You know, and then they call that diversity. You will sit in your little corner as a conservative black person. Just sit in your corner. You're a race traitor. You belong to the enemy. Don't you know conservatives are the party of the Ku Klux Klan and the Nazis? Explain Ben Shapiro to me then, dickhead. But anyway. Or Milo Yiannopoulos, a gay man who just got married. Come on. And and then you got the other side. It's like, well, we're going to put you in this group over here because you've got some progressive ideals and you believe that, misogyny is all over the universe and et cetera, and you sit over here in this corner and you hate that person over there who's a black conservative because you're a white female progressive. It's identitarianism. It's Jim fucking Crow. It's sit at the fucking back of the bus shit. Blacks in this area, whites in this area, conservatives in that area, fucking progressives in that area. That's not diversity. That's fucking segregation. Diversity was intended to be a merging of culture. Everybody takes the best bit of everybody else's culture, we mix them together, and the stew that we come up with is beautiful. Or at least it's more equitable, more fair. Because we can understand the other person and where they come from. But it seems to me everybody just wants to keep this shallow shit. It's the colour of your skin that matters, motherfucker. It's what you've got dangling between your legs, motherfucker. It's which political party you support. No, it's none of those things. For fuck's sake. It's none of those things. I am an individual. As an individual, I don't give a shit about what the colour of my fucking skin is. It's not even a concern of mine. I just get about my fucking business. 99% of the time, I don't give a shit what sex I am. I'm going to be honest with you. I just fucking do my thing. Now, obviously, I'm masculine. I've got a deeper voice, and I've got fucking twig and berries and all that sort of shit. And I can get fucking aggressive at times. That's just me. That's just how I view myself. I am an individual. You, with all your wonderful little proclivities and all your wonderful beliefs and cultural nuances and skin colours and everything else, that's a part of you. It isn't you. You are you. Your consciousness, if you like. That's you. How you think. That's you. And that can change. But no, they go for these arbitrary features and they instantly label people. If you're a progressive, you're instantly a fucking Marxist. If you're a fucking, bloody conservative, you're an instant fucking member of the Ku Klux Klan. What? What? Fuck off. We need to stop looking at each other with arbitrary markers. Look a little deeper. Look a little. Talk to people. Don't just talk to people about fucking politics. Talk to people about who they are. What are their hopes? What are their dreams? What do they want to achieve in this life? Maybe you can help. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can have a good conversation. Maybe politics comes up. But if politics comes up, see if you can go in depth with that politic. See if you go in depth with it. And see if the people understand what they're doing and see if you understand what you're doing. Never go into a conversation assuming you're correct. Never do that. I don't generally go into conversations assuming I'm correct. Unless I see something really outlandishly stupid. And then I'm not necessarily judging even what the person is saying. I am judging what the inference is of what they're saying. In other words, hey, you've got a belief there that's really fucked up. You're really angry. Why are you so angry? Don't be so angry. Hell, there's so many reasons in this world and so many things we can get angry at. How they treat women in Saudi Arabia. I can't believe the way the media are going on about, Saudi Arabia have let women drive. Isn't this great? Well, you tell me it's great when they have the right to decide, the rights to their own reproduction. They don't have a man holding their hand. You tell me how good Saudi Arabia is when gay people don't get thrown off of fucking buildings. Then tell me how good it is, how progressive it is. Tell me how progressive they are when they give away their fucking feudalism and replace it with democracy. You tell me. Until that point, okay, they're coming along. They're coming along. But until they actually get to our level of freedom and equality, as far as you think that goes, don't talk to me about Saudi fucking Arabia. Don't talk to me about them. People talk about Qatar. Qatar! You want ISIS, motherfucker? I give you Qatar. And I'm not judging any of these people because of the colour of their damn skin. It's their ideas and their ideals and how they choose to live and how the people are forced to live under their religion. People like myself, the atheists, we always go on about how terrible it was in the burning times under Catholicism and how terrible all that was. Well, it's happening right now in fucking the Middle East. Where do you think all these terrorist ideas come from? These ideas of killing the infidel come from? They come from the hardcore Sharia nations. Because a majority of Muslims that have lived in Australia now for some cases over a century, longer than a lot of the white people in this country, by family, they're peaceful dudes. They just want to get on with their shit. They don't give a fuck. They just want to work, do their 5 prayers a day and go home. Other than the 5 prayers, that's exactly the same as what everybody else does. They got nice houses. They look after their family as best as they can. Whatever. Do no harm. But these bitches from the Middle East who were brought up and inculcated into these horrific ideals are the problem. And then people bring colour of skin into it. And then you've got this, once again, I'm not saying all Muslims, I'm saying individual Muslims get inculcated into this. All right? I'm not saying entire groups, it's individuals. Yes, it's the fault of the muftis teaching them this shit, the imams who teach them this shit, absolutely. Once again, those imams and muftis are individuals. We've got to stop looking at the arbitrary. We've got to stop being so motherfucking shallow. If you're an SJW watching this, or you're a progressive person, instead of blaming the cops for when they go to arrest somebody, either having to shoot them or beat the shit out of them because they're resisting arrest, why don't you deal with the source of the problem? Be truly progressive and go, okay, the problem is within the gang culture, say, in Chicago. The problem is in the boroughs of Louisiana with these white people who live in caravan parks who love using their shotguns on each other and whoever comes and annoys them. Yeah, there's your problem. And actually work to fix that culture, to show them that they're worth more than a fucking bullet. Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent album. One of the saddest album titles I've ever heard because it sums up the culture in those places. Don't blame the cops. Blame the culture of the people doing this, the gangs. Once again, they've created themselves a little cabal, a little group. It's identitarian. I'm from the red flag borough. Oh yeah, well I'm from the blue flag borough. I don't like you. Let's shoot. Identity politics gets us nowhere, and it destroys us. It divides us. It conquers us. And god damn it, how many people had to fight and die just to get the equality that we've got now? Martin Luther King Jr., man, took a bullet for the idea that you shouldn't judge people by the color of their skin rather than by their personality, by their character, by the fact that they're an individual. We've fallen so far on both sides. If this is to work, guys, we need to start considering each other as individuals with individual needs, with individual issues, and start working together on that basis. If we keep on segregating, we will sow nothing but discord and destruction. And that would be the greatest shame of all. I'm Googs, and this has been a good rant. I'll catch you later.